Leo, hi. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm your host Tina and welcome to my channel. So we are doing your upcoming weekly tarot today. It will be from March 29th to April 4th. Now, if it is your first time here, I do pull 2 layers. I'm going to jump straight into the reading, get into your first layer now. All right, this is for Leo, March 29th to April 4th. For Leo, please. All right. Leo, not taking it. All right, we're going to stop here for you, Leo. Queen of Swords is at the bottom. 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Yeah, we got a lot of mental. What? Wow. Wow. What is going on this week? We're going to go in and clarify. Something just feels like it just went terribly wrong, almost like a disaster, honestly. Like something really fell apart here. Wow. Queen of Swords is at the bottom. Recent past, we have the 4 of Swords. Let me just tell you guys. We got the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the Tower, the Devil, the Hanged Man. Whatever this is like big, you know, could turn your world upside down. And I mean, I think literally upside down, like where your mind's at is this upside down place. What was that show? Oh, never mind. But they had the upside down world. It was big. God, I don't know why I can't think of it right now. Anyway, the upside down place, right? The place where nothing makes sense, where cold is hot, yellow is red, and just it's like wet is dry, and like it just feels like that's the world we live in right now. Recent past is 4 of Swords, right? Trying to have some healing here. It's like I feel like we're obviously still in this place. We're just trying to heal. Overall energy, and this is what I love most about it, Leo, is the Page of Wands. Is just saying like, hey, starting to become open to some new direction here. I think something ended quite suddenly, quite shocking. Again, it almost feels disastrous, really, with all these other cards. We're going to go in and clarify. And now this is like about hope in a new direction, right? Hope for like turning the page, turning a new leaf here. Some space has been created here, right? Like the rug was pulled out in a way, and now you're like hope for what you can possibly fill that space with. Current situation is the 5 of Swords, right? We're going to go in and clarify all of this. This is conflict, right? Like total conflict. There could have been sabotaging behavior, sabotaging actions, open dishonor, like letting ends justify means, all of that type of energy. Challenge position is the 2 of Swords, crossroads, right? Like boom, you're standing there before this crossroads, afraid to move, afraid to act. You know, you can't walk 2 paths and you know it. And this is like maybe not seeing what's right in front of you. Maybe there's blocked emotions, which only block change, right? All of that. Where your mind is focused, we got the Hanged Man. I feel like it's just saying like, hey, I need to surrender to what's happening. And I think that's where that openness for a new direction is coming, is I think you're just like, I need to just, there's nothing you could do. It's almost like my hands are tied. Everything's upside down, right? And so all you can do is flow and accept it, because it almost feels like there's nothing you can do. In your approach, we have the 10 of Swords right now. So this is feeling knocked down, right? Like saying, hey, I got to get my strength back. I can't even stand up right now. Feeling like you can't stand up in a way, right? Feeling like this is painful, this ending. It's just feeling betrayed or backstabbed for some of you. In the environment, we got the Tower here. You know, the Tower is like sudden change. It's the kind of thing that really does cause us to react. It makes us respond. It makes us move. It shakes us, sometimes to our core. Coming towards you is the Devil. Can be a Capricorn here, but I feel like it's just realizing something here that's toxic and that has to go. All right, let's go in and clarify all of these here. I was not expecting that, Leo. Wow. Just like upside down again. Just like totally could be like so shocking, like it rocks your world. All right, let's clarify for Leo, please. We're gonna stop here. Wow, what's at the bottom? The Fool. The Fool. Very much at the beginning of some new journey here. Damn, something did not turn out how you'd hoped. But now, I feel like we're surrendering to the change. We are flowing, and we're getting ready to put in the work here. Fool is at the bottom. I mean, this is total like preparing the seed for implantation, right? Like getting ready to embark on a new journey, trying to see that it's also about like, again, it's also about like seeing that you have opportunities every day, right? That just as one door closes, there's an opportunity for one to open. And honestly, it's only a matter of time until that energy shifts, right? Anytime something ends, it hurts, it's uncomfortable. And then after some time, we vibe with it, all right? We learn to move with it. Learn to appreciate it sometimes too. Recent past, we also have that Page of Wands energy. I think it's just still present. Like just with that Four of Swords, we're still trying to heal. We're healing, right? And then part of that healing process, I think, because you've undergone some healing already, I think you're now in that space of like, hey, it's time to start looking at new horizons, right? New horizons. And your overall energy just stays connected with that. We have the Page of Wands again with the Queen of Wands. And with that Queen of Wands, your own energy here, which I love the Queen of Wands. Yeah, she's known as being like a social butterfly and sexy, but she's really connected to her spirituality, and I feel like that's what's happening here. And again, you're just stepping into your power again, feeling good and confident in your skin again. And I feel like that's where your mind is at too, in a way. And just again, looking at new horizons now. Like now it's time to entertain new horizons, right? Current energy, current situation, we have that Five of Swords with the Nine of Cups. Totally conflicted about what's in your heart right now, right? What do you really want? It's hard when you're dealing with like the situation like the Tower. It's so hard to think clearly at first, right? So the conflict makes sense because you want to make the right choices. You want to value the right things, right? Especially as you're going to start embarking on new journeys. You're going to start putting your energy into places. You really try to like, as you like have closure with one door, you start learning about all the lessons you learned, right? That's what you really think about. You're like, okay, I will never again do this. Now I know to do that, right? And so I feel like you're just, you're in that place of deciding what you want and how do you want to have it. In the challenge position, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords. Literally the only two cards in the whole deck that are blindfolded, Leo. So I feel like it's just about removing that blindfold, seeing what's right in front of you. You know, don't overthink it. You know, because there's a lot of thought energy, right? The more you think about something, the more it makes you feel trapped by it. The more you like, whatever you put energy on grows, right? So if you start thinking of only your problems instead of more solution oriented, then the problem grows until it becomes a monster, right? And it's our mind just feeding it. And so just, you know, try to keep calm. Try to balance out your thoughts with like meditations or healthy conversations, because it always helps just to say things out loud. That being said, either way where you're focused, we have the Hangman with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I think you've been forced in this Hangman position of like having to sacrifice, or having to wait, having to be patient, having to surrender to an experience, having to look at things from all these different angles. But I feel like what may have first felt like you were forced into that position, I think now is like starting to turn into an opportunity. Or you're starting to, again, explore new horizons with that Ace of Wands. You're starting to think about hitting reboot. What can I build in its place type of energy, right? Really starting to get excited and inspired. And it's about exploring new territory, new horizons, right? I think you're going from a place where things were shaken and stepping into like, okay, well, let's see. What do we have here? Where can we go from here? In your approach, we have the Ten of Swords and the Magician. So I feel like you want to step into your power here, but you got to pick up the pieces a little bit, right? You got to regain your strength and lift yourself back up. And I think once you lift yourself back up, you'll be in that place to manifest, right? To concentrate your energy, concentrate your will. Because wherever you put energy, it grows. So if you're putting it on your problems, then you're going to feel more of this Ten of Swords. If you start feeling empowered and putting your energy in other places, you'll be ready to hit that reboot. You'll be ready to show up and not just have a vision and a desire, but to say like, hey, I got the willpower to bring this to life. Because that's what the Magician does. They concentrate their energy, right? And then with determination and with concentration, with enough of that, something actually does start growing and developing, like showing up for it. So it's like, what are we manifesting? Where are we putting our energy? In the environment, with the Tower, we got the Hanged Man. So you got to surrender to the changes, right? Flowing with the changes here. As much as they were sudden and could have felt shocking, even if it was just an epiphany, maybe it was something in your external world, could be something in your internal world, doesn't matter, right? Something here was built on a weak, false foundation. And for some of you, you'll know what this was, and you would have probably known for a while. But in your environment, I just feel like it's about surrendering to that experience. You can't do anything about it. Truth be told, it is divine intervention with the Tower. And just flowing with it. Flowing with it. Because what ends up happening with all of this that's happened is exactly what's coming towards you. We have the Devil with the Eight of Pentacles. It put you in a position and it made you more aware. And now you have this light on something here that was toxic. And you're going to put the work and the effort into removing it. Into removing anything that could have been negative, had a negative hold over you, a negative control over you, could have been tempting in the past. But anything that you're like starting to see the invisible change, right? You're starting to see something here had a control on you, that maybe you were making decisions, unhealthy choices, and now you're going to put in the work to start making healthier choices. That's what the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil is. You're committed to removing this toxic energy, right? That's what ends up coming towards you. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you. I do hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit like. Hit subscribe. As always, thank you, and I'll see you all next week.